Welcome back. Today we're going to be discussing watermelons, Egyptian walking onions, and Celtuce. Watermelons come in all sizes. Nothing says summer like watermelon. You can get these little personal jobs here, or we've seen them even bigger than 200 pounds. Okay, one of the main questions every year is, how do I choose a great watermelon? Well, there's a couple different ways. A lot of schools of thought. Grandma and Grandpa would tell you the old thump method. Okay, and that does work. It should have a deep thudding sound when you do it. But for the rest of us, or with a little less guesswork, there's a couple things you can look at. Watermelons should be really, when you press on them like that, they should yield a little bit. Okay, also the stem side of things, right there, the stem should still be attached to it. It should be brown and nice and dry. Okay, you should also, it should be heavy for its feel. So if it looks like, it should be nice and heavy, and that has a lot to do with the rind as much as the flesh on the inside. There's also on the bottom here, you can see kind of where watermelons, that's where it lays on the ground when it grows. That should be nice and pale yellow. It shouldn't be white or green or anything like that. It should have that nice, kind of pale yellow look to it. You can refrigerate a watermelon, and a lot of people enjoy watermelons cold, so that's no problem. They'll refrigerate up to a week. But what you don't want to do, if you get it below 40 degrees for too long, a chilling injury can occur. And what you're looking for is just a nice juicy, see how that's just dripping juice, dark red, kind of even colored like that, and seeds. If it has seeds, it should be nice dark black seeds. This is a seedless variety, and if you see too many of those like little white seeds, that means it's been picked too early. But this looks just like an absolute gorgeous, sweet, beautiful specimen. Okay, next we'll be talking about walking onions. These are also called Egyptian onions, tree onions, and also known as top-setting onions, okay? And what this is an onion family where a bulb is under the ground. That's where onions come from. But then the scape kind of develops, and bulbs develop where the flower would be. So you see something like this. This was, the bulb would be under the ground, and then this grows up. Okay, and that's the flower. This flower will eventually turn into this. But with the weight of it, it kind of falls to the ground like that, and then another one will grow, and then that'll grow out of that one, and then it keeps going and going and going, and that's why that's where the name walking onion comes from. These are a little bit stronger than, a normal onion. They got a really sharp flavor to them, but very delicious as well. And you treat these little bulbs here, marble-sized bulblets they call them. Those will be those are good pickling, or treating it like a shallot or something. It almost has kind of a garlicky onion shallot flavor to it. So really a special treat and kind of unique if you've never seen anything like that. Next we're going to talk about Celtuce. Celtuce, also called stem lettuce, asparagus lettuce, Chinese celery. It has a couple different names to it, and really popular in Chinese cuisine. And the stem is what you use mainly, and that's kind of treated like a vegetable, but not to take anything away from the leaves. The leaves really do have a slight bitterness to it, and really is a nice for in stir fries or even eating it raw. And it has kind of a basmati, almost like a toasted rice smell to it. Really kind of unique. And again, you can eat these raw or cooked. And a lot of chefs will say, like, cook it a little bit, kind of takes away, there's a little slight bitterness to it, but I think they're really, really nutty. And to cook it, you just want to pull away the leaves there, and again, save those for later. And then you can peel this all the way down just like you would an asparagus or anything. And then you can just do cross sections, okay? And again, that'll peel really nicely and easily, and then that's the nice core. That's what you're looking for. You can eat that raw. A lot of chefs will grill it. Stir fries really work well. So that's what's hot this week in the cooler. Thanks for joining.